What if you walked up to somebody and said, I can save you $400,000 in income taxes in retirement. Oh, and by the way, I can tap a wand and make all of your Social Security benefit taxes on your Social Security benefits. I can release you from those as well. That's almost an unbelievable statement. In fact, what would be unbelievable is if you did the seminar, you did a good job, you communicated well, you answered people's questions, and they didn't book an appointment. I mean, that would be ridiculous, wouldn't it? How many people, what if you walked to somebody in the parking lot and said, sir, I'm sorry, what did I do wrong? How did we not communicate here? I offered you an opportunity to save $300,000 or $400,000 or $500,000 in income taxes on your retirement. You're not interested in that? That's not of interest to you and your family and your children and your grandchildren? Well, of course they're interested in that. So something is wrong, and oftentimes in a seminar, people are making mistakes. They're not saying things correctly. They've distanced themselves from the audience, and for that reason, they're not getting the booking. You should expect every single person that attends your seminar to book an appointment with you. Now, whether you write business or not and how that works, that's a separate issue. If they're there, they should want to see you, because nobody in their lifetime, certainly nobody in your lifetime, has ever offered them the type of money, the type of benefits, and the type of advantages that you're offering. Let me give you an example. Let's say we have Fred, 15, 20, 30 years ago, gets a job, and his next door neighbor, Joe, gets the same job at the same place. Fred decides to take advantage of the Roth component in the 401k. And we won't confuse each other with all the terms. Let's just call it a Roth in the 401k. Well, Joe doesn't do that. Joe does what everybody does. He signs up the traditional 401k. He deducts the portion of his contribution each month. And at the end of their working life, each of them have about $1 million in their 401k. Here's what's incredible. Because Fred checked the box that said Roth, he did have to pay taxes as he went along each month. He did have to pay taxes on the contributions. Joe, of course, didn't have to do that. But look how big the difference is. Fred now has $1 million it's still in an IRA, but it's in a Roth IRA, absolutely tax-free. And all of the money that Roth IRA makes for the rest of his life, and even the lives of his children under some circumstances, tax-free. So he's not worried about what Washington's doing. He's not worried about what Mr. Obama's doing. He's not worried about what the next president's going to say or do. He doesn't pay taxes. Oh, and by the way, if I haven't mentioned this Social Security, the taxes on his Social Security benefits, which can be $250,000, $300,000 over an expected 25-year retirement, yeah, that's not taxable either. Now, Joe over here did what everybody else did. He signed up, and he has the same 401k everybody else in the plant has. When he retires, of course, he rolls it into an IRA, and ta-da, he has a device that is full of income taxes. In fact, he's going to pay income taxes on the amount of that money until he dies, and his children, of course, will pay the rest. So look at the difference between those two choices. In my opinion, and this is something fundamental to this particular seminar program, fundamentally, the most important choice that your clients, that the people that are coming to your seminar, the most fundamentally important choice they could have made, they made a mistake. They chose the wrong choice. Now, you're here to point that out in a friendly and a cooperative manner, and then to help them and fix the problem that they created. I can't think of any other seminar that addresses something so important, so fundamentally important to retirement.